group for the visitors. We've got Washington. Davis is out there with Jackson. And it's Dennis in at the point. Now here is Davis. They set the pick. Ring shot on the way. Dennis misses. The Longhorns with the ball.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that. They also didn't give themselves the best look.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Johnson. Drains the 19-foot.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Outside Jackson. Jackson throws it down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. He gets it in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself back wide open.
I think defensively, that is not... the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
On the wing, Jackson. It's stolen. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. That one, no question, hammered it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Something special happening on that one, guys.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Deciding to give this crowd, GA, a show.
The NBA, the best athletes in the world, and that is why it is a global game. That was beautiful. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Dennis. Off target with his three. Texas leading by 3. Pass to Johnson.
Away team foul. Number 30. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the away team. Number 40. Number 40.
Lets it go with the 3. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he is completely bothered.
He's going to put that one in his stretch work. Insane.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. It's stolen. Inside. Got a piece of it. Jackson against Johnson. Pass break, Texas. Second chance effort. From downtown. Rebounded by Jackson. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first. Here's Dennis. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. From the arc. The shot, no good. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line.
Yeah, knocking down free throws was a real specialty for them last year.
Texas leading by 6. Throws it up high. Stolen by Washington. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dennis for the 3. That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor.
He is just really, it's almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been quick. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Shoots the 3. Here's Champ. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. For Texas, they've gone 8-12 on field goal attempts so far. Here's Pope. His last outing, he had 8 points. Out of bounds as Texas keeps possession. To the inside. The shot from the low post is good.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Texas out in front, up 8. And the second quarter will be on the way. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Longhorns?
Oh, man, how about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight, a huge part of their offense so far.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
They got Powell on out there with Champ. And it's Tyson in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Dennis. The kick out to Brown. And out of bounds, the Longhorns will take it.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Longhorns leading by 8.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Pope. For 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Plenty of space. Just 5 on the clock. The Longhorns need to get off the shot. It's good. And the Longhorns lead by 10. Doing pretty well at 46% from the floor. Powell for 3. That one misses. The Longhorns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Down low. Here's Mark. Rebounded by Dennis. Here's Champ. Hasn't made one yet. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more
just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Here's Dennis. Traps in the tray. Dennis has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
And while we've got a moment, I'll send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having the NBA.
So right, David, we can lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would need to have professional basketball. To the middle. It's deflected. He lobs it up. And he steps up. One pass to set him up.
You gotta love his hustle. Leading the defense one time to react.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always on one.
Oh, and a fast break now for the Longhorns. Here's Mark, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
There's a minute 47 left here in the second.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Longhorn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Number 34, taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the league trying to get a bit more competition in the All-Star team. You got any ideas there?
Well, cash prizes seem to work well for the in-season tournament. Even a little something might help up the ante just a bit.
A moment for an injury report.
Oh, that is not what you need to see. It sounds like it's a serious injury. Now, it's just November, so they do have some time to make adjustments, but it's a blow to the right side, guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
There's no question, because even if you know what's wrong, individuals have different healing times. The time frames can be totally different for similar injuries.
Good on both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Pass to Champ. Rebound by Johnson.
They have been bored dominant in this game. It's definitely been a factor in cracking this fugitive. And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Jackson deciding where to go with this. Good on the three-point shot. Jackson's got 7.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get
To the inside, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Team foul.
For Texas, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Shot on the wing. He can't get that one. Texas leading by 13. Kemp, the pass to Johnson. To the paint. And he uses the glass on the lane. He's got 10.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The three. And the rebound goes to the Lions.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that's the case between these two last season.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Here's Jackson. Johnson with the rebound. 1 second left, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Johnson's got his second best. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Longhorns lead by 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the battle half-court shot. Drums. And that's getting up the shot.
Welcome, everybody. In terms of efficiency, they've been on point. Incredible execution. I love the way they're playing on both ends.
Yeah, they're piling up a massive... All right, guys, let's talk about our players of the week for both conferences. Guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking any...
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Pass for Washington. Here's Creighton. Off with the layup. It's Powell on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Washington passes to Powell. Tough by Powell.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
It goes out of bounds. That one off Washington.
Substitution for the away team. Dennis.
Here's Creighton. Can't get it to fall.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, hold on. I'm getting worried. We have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Count that one, and the Longhorn lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Dennis.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the league recalibrated its emphasis on fouling during last season. Commissioner Adam Silver said there was a sense that offensive players had too much of an advantage. So an adjustment was made. Fans want great offense, but they want players to be allowed to play defense as well. I think that's what we're seeing. Kevin, it's a welcome change.
Welcome indeed. No doubt about it, D.A. He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Washington. Here's Dennis. Not loose. It's stolen by Johnson. Three-pointer. Carries it from three-point range. He's got 13.
And they get one now. 1 of 5 here in the fourth.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And taken away by Johnson. The trade. And Texas hits again from deep.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The Longhorns with the ball. It's been 8 points for them.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Dennis. Off target from three-point range.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Here's Dennis. He's got 14. Pass to Davis. On the wing, Jackson. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by Texas?
Johnson attacking. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Dennis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets hit.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Texas.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
For Texas, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. 1:41 left to play in the third. Washington kicks to Davis. Outside Jackson. High post Davis. Still yet to score. Here's Dennis. Just 3 to shoot. Texas grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And with the success they've had rebounding basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Mark, and Texas tracks on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Dennis. He's got 17. The layup missed. Now Texas with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to Pope. A rebound by Washington. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Dennis. Open with the layup. Oh, and a fast break now for the Longhorns. With the step back. Here's Pope. Finds it from downtown. Pope's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Texas riding on with a 23-point lead heading into the break. Their deep. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Tries again. Goes up again, and the layup is good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Jackson from long range. Foul for 3. That shot off. For Texas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Pope. In the NBA, helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
The Longhorns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And he's going up for the alley. and 6. Another shot. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Pass to Pope. Trying his luck from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Texas, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the 4th quarter. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's Tyson with the rebound. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Tyson, and he drops in the way up off the glass. Tyson's got his first points in this one.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's getting hesitant to pull the trigger.
Doris, why is there so much parity around the NBA now?
Yeah, Kevin, I think the new salary cap rules have certainly contributed to what we're seeing in terms of that parity. Super teams are more difficult to assemble. The talent is more evenly spread. And obviously it has made for a greater level of competition. What could be done?
His shots just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Dennis. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll call the shooting foul. And he makes the first.
Shooting for the away team.
He hits both from the stripe. In just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Here's Pope. There's the pick. Tries from 10. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. The Longhorns are feeble. Teardrop shot. And the layup is up and in.
Boy, that's a beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
Here's Dennis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Texas leading by 23. Mark, he's covered by Washington. Trying to set down the score. Streak. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. You see in the NBA features several overseas games during the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Dennis. Fires the 3. They get it back. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
1:44 left in the 4th quarter. From 15 feet away and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to